Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Junk Journal Jamboree. We're having it over in Facebook on the Junk Journaling Jamboree group. So we're so glad to have you today, and it is always a pleasure to be in any of these events. Jimmy Lou does such a great job with these events, and we have such wonderful people. I love, seeing everybody, and there's such great ideas. And so, if this is your first time, I would like to welcome you. And if you've been here many more times before today, thanks for coming back. We appreciate you, each one of you. So today, I am going to be working on another little card and envelope journal. So we had started one of these before. This one still isn't finished. I thought I would flip through this with you and just give you an idea of what I'm talking about with this kind of a journal. So it is made with cards and envelopes, and I'm not so sure. I didn't see the beginning of Lisa's, but I'm kind of thinking Lisa was using, I know there was an envelope at the front, but we're going to make this, and it's got all these little cool flip flaps. Like I said, it's not quite done. I've done a lot of the base work here, and I've added a few little fun things. Here was just a little house paper clip here. Hi, Estella, Chris, Jerry. This one, you guys, I pulled this one out to look at it, and I'm like, wait, what the heck is going on? I almost couldn't figure out what I had done. I'm like, wait a second, how did I do this? So this had a lot of fun places, and with the way that I added the other parts to it, you got lots of little fun places to open up for, doing some journaling. And then it just kind of rounds back around and folds up. And then I just had it stuck in here. Now when you have something kind of thick like this, you probably want to put your belly band on afterwards. Hi, Karen, Rhonda, Deborah, Sue, Cheryl. Hey, you guys. This is another little belly band. This one I put on just because I thought it was cute. It was the side of the dictionary page. And I tell you what, it's only going to be able to have something really slender right there, you guys. So, oh, you know what? Hang on one second. I need to send myself out to another couple of places. I like to be all the places, right? I like to send myself over to my one group, my free group. Then that's an easy place for them to catch me there. Except that wasn't just where I put it just now. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have so many places on Facebook, and I'm sure that you feel the same way. There's so many places to watch, all the great places and or all the great creative people, and I'm sure we all have, some of our favorites, right? But, and there's so many groups that we have that are fabulous with wonderful presenters. And, when I first started doing this, we didn't have nearly so many events all the time. And it's been such a pleasure to meet other people, and especially in paper crafting, because, I didn't know very many people. When I would get in a group, I would be the only person that was a paper crafter. So, that was kind of how they began to know me, although paper crafting is not the only thing that I like to do. And I have done many crafts over the years, and I laugh and I always say there's not very many crafts that I haven't, enjoyed doing. And then this one, we made a little bitty album and put in an envelope, here, and tucked it in. So, all kinds of fun things that you can add to your journals, right? And I just used a little bit of Velcro there, and that makes that easy. So we're going to go ahead and start one of these today. And, oh, hi, Denise. Well, welcome. She says it's her first time. Welcome. Hi, Molly, Ruth, Deborah. Hi there, Sherry, Jimmy Lou, the Messy Craft Corner. Sweetie's here, Martha, Constance, Cheryl, Rhonda. Oh, you guys, thanks for popping in. I love seeing everybody here. It's always so much fun, you guys. Okay, so let's get going so I can kind of get through a couple things. So first, I want to show you how to make the base of one of these. And I think I have figured out how to do it so it's not nearly as confusing as when I made the base to that one. Now, you guys, I grabbed these out. I had some new ones. I like to buy the cards, the sets of cards and envelopes when they have them on sale. And I just got these at Hobby Lobby. And when I pulled them out to use them a second ago, this was the card. And I'm like, wait a second. I can't get it open. And I'm like messing with it. And then I look and it called it flat cards. Envelopes and flat cards. I'm like, oh my word. I didn't want a flat card. I wanted a, I don't know what they call the other ones. I guess card. So I had to real quick, grab out some card stock, and I thought, well, what am I going to use? I don't have any idea what kind of colors of papers that I want to decorate this with. And I thought, well, with this, and I'll use this color, and maybe we'll do sunflowers, or we'll, do something. This could easily go into a fall look or whatever, but I real quickly made some 5x7 cards. So, it's like we're always doing something on the run, right? But you need 4 cards and 4 envelopes. Now we're going to take 2 envelopes, and that's what we're going to start with. And we are going to just slice off the little edge. So on the side away from the envelope, we're going to just slice it just to open it up. And it doesn't really matter how exactly much that you trim off there. We just need it to be open, okay? So there's one. Let's do the other one. Okay. Phew. All right. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Okay. You guys, I'm not kidding you. I was so embarrassed the first time I tried to show anybody how to do this. I think I made it so very confusing, and I laughed and I said, well, if that was people's first time watching, I was afraid they'd never be back. I mean, it was that bad. It was that confusing. So, it is my promise to not make it that confusing. Okay, so now you take 2 of your cards. We've got 4 cards, right? You're going to take 2 of those. You're going to lay them like this with their little back ends that open together. We're going to glue 2 parts together, okay? So we're just going to put a little glue and just get those glued together. And I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac here. You can use whatever you want. They'll just make it easy to get them squared up and into place. And there we go. Okay. So I didn't use too much, so that's not going to take too long to dry. And then we're going to do this one. Same thing. Just back to back your envelopes, or not your envelopes, your card bases. So again, and you know what, you guys, it doesn't have to be 5x7 cards. This would work with any kind of card and envelope that you wanted. I mean, if you wanted to do like 6x6 cards and make them like a square version of this, you could do that. This is just, I like this size though. I honestly really like this size. And while I was working on the rest of that and, adding other things to it and decorating the pages and whatnot, I really did like that size. So 5x7, you might want to consider doing that for your size. Okay. Now then we're going to take our 2 envelopes that we have sliced the edges off. That's not them. Here they are. Okay, so here we've got it open like this. I can get it open. So just like that. And we're going to slide it in like this. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. And you could, you know what, maybe I'll just put the glue on after I get it in there, because it's not going to go anywhere. So let's just slide it in there first. No, we don't have to mess with that. You know what, I don't want to do that yet. Oh, here we go. Here we go. She's already deciding different steps to take. Let's not do that. I need to do something else first, okay? Let's work on scoring our, let's just set these to the side, and that'll be fine. Even though that's got glue on it and it's going to make a little bit of a mark, it'll be fine. What we want to do now is we want to get out our scoring board. Find, you need something to score with. And what we're going to do, basically we're going to make kind of a little spine. We're going to make a little area to where, make sure you can see. Now all of your envelopes might not be straight. So that is, that can present a problem. What we're going to do is from this original score line here at your flap where it folds, we're going to bump it out and we're going to make a second score line to be 3/8 of an inch. Okay? And so just look up here at the top and find a place. 6 inches on here will be a nice place for me to remember. So I'm going to take 6 inches and I'm going to slide my styling tool down that mark, and I'm going to bump this over, and I'm going to line it up there, right? So I can see my 6 is there and it's in that same line. And now we're going to bump it over 3 little marks, because usually your scoring tool is made in 1/8 inch marks. Okay, so 8 inch marks. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3. You guys want to grab one that's a little bit smaller. So 1, 2, 3 marks, and we're going to go straight down. And so we've added a second scoring mark at 3/8 of an inch. You could do 1/4 inch if you wanted to as well. So again, I'm going to bump this up here. I want to make sure that it's lined up straight, because this is the part that's going to make sure that score line is straight. 1, 2, 3. And then, wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're going to do that to all 4 of our envelopes. Where's the other 2? Okay, that's the ones we cut. These are the ones that are not cut. So this is just, it's just a real simple process. But if you line that up, then you know that that score line is straight. 1, 2, 3, and you know the next one's going to be straight as well. And these are the kinds of things that when you take the time to do this and figure out a way to help make your project straight, that's the kind of things that really can make a big difference in your project, the way that comes together. These actually feel like they're pretty straight. I've got it bumped up across the top, and they're pretty straight. 1, 2, 3. A lot of times they are not. If I was to bump it up there on the top, sometimes that score line is really crooked. Okay, I think that's all the scoring I need for now. And so now we're just going to go ahead and fold these. Wait, that did not, well, it's scored in the right place, but it's not a very tight score for some reason. The paper's kind of, that's a funny feeling paper. I don't know what that is. It doesn't feel like regular craft, what they call craft cardstock or paper. Well, I'll tell you what, it feels more like a paper, that's why. That is a very crooked, what happened there? That does not look straight, you guys. I'm just gonna kind of work with it a second. I don't know why that's kind of a wonky looking deal. That after I tell you how to make sure it's so straight. I'm gonna grab my scoreboard back up here, and I am going to kind of flip this over. Maybe I can just do that same 6 and then I know where to go. Sometimes I've seen people, I've never done it, but I see a lot of times people will mark something on their scoreboard and just put like a permanent marker. So then they have a place that they can, you know, use to designate like that. Okay, that's a little bit better. So let's do this one too. Why is it sometimes it's these strange little things? Yes, this is a 5x7. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tara. Hey, Susan. Oh my goodness. Let's see. What size the cards are? Yeah, 5x7 card. You could do this with any size, but I think 5x7 makes a nice size to make one of these little card and envelope journals. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, now you want to go ahead and get your cards in there now. I tried to do this one time and I made the mistake of waiting until I glued the envelopes together, and that was a bad mistake because then it had glued some other part down here together, and I'm like, well, that wasn't what I was going for. So let's slide these in. And maybe before I slide it all the way in, I'll add a little glue. You can always just take the, you know, the point of your nozzle here and squeeze it in there. You can lift the paper up that much. I'm just gonna put it in there, make sure it's straight, make sure it closes good, because you don't want the edge of this envelope to hinder where you're going to be opening and closing. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit in here and close that up. And you can always come back if you want to put more in, like with a little needle nose applicator, you could do that. Okay, so we've got one. Let's take our other one and put it in. So we've got the part that's glued together is what we're sticking in. So you want your two pieces like this kind of, you know, winging out here, right? Okay. Oops. Hey, Stacy, can you adjust you can't see all the project. Well, I put it down so people could see. Oh, it bumped up farther, you guys. I'm sorry. What in the heck? All right. There you go. Is that better? I'm sorry. Thank you for saying something, Stacy. So let's put this in here. A little bit of glue. And then just make sure it's not in the way of closing. And so that's easy if you just check that out and make sure it opens and closes. And another thing, you might want to kind of adjust it so it's in the center, so you've got an equal amount up here at the top and the bottom. I didn't think to check that on the first one. I did pretty good though. Look, it's pretty good on that one. I didn't even think about it. Hey Donna, you did get here. Okay. Oops, I got some seeping out there. Grab a little bit of paper towel. Wipe it away. Okay, now just press it down good and make sure you've got that glue spread out. Okay. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and start assembling it. So now we want one of them that doesn't have the card in it. So you're going to open it up like this. Remember, we've got two score lines now. We've got the one that came on the envelope and then the one we made. so what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over and we're going to match the other one that we made to that one. So they're going to line up right here. You see that? So we've got our second one here and then this one. So the envelope on the left, the opening faces up. The envelope on the right, it faces down. So we got it facing down, right? Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and, you know, I wish that it would like fit right along through there. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue in here. And tuck it in. And then just line it up, and it's easiest if you just go ahead and fold it. And then line it up on that other line. Okay. Okay, now, so this one's out of the way and it's not confusing. I'm just going to fold it under. Okay, so now we're going to take the other one with the card and we're going to do the same thing. So opening up on the left, opening down on the right. Put a little glue. And tuck it in. And then if you flip it over, then you can better see where you're going. Okay, so then you can see what's going to be our spine. It's becoming our little spine piece on the back. So then we flip it to the left. So our last one, so it's just 4 of these, you guys, that's it. So opening on the left, opening down on the right. All right. So you're driving again. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lindy. How are you doing? Oh, you just, Donna. Was that a good decision? You'll have to go do it another day, right? And then just pull it down here. You know, I may have told you that wrong. I think that opening goes down to where the line on the card was, you guys. Okay. Okay, now we're going to flip it open. And then this part oh my goodness. Okay. So now these cards fold in now on each side of that page. Like that. And then we're going to pull this down this way across. And then we're going to glue that down. It'll kind of cover up some of this. And then you can always use something else to cover up to make a spine piece. Okay? So we're just going to lay that down. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick this up and tuck that under that little flap. But see what I mean? Like, you know, this one goes under this spot and it doesn't even come to there. So you just never know how straight these are. But now we could use this pocket if we wanted to. We could completely cover that up if we wanted to. But then that becomes Actually, that's going to have to be trimmed off a little bit, you guys. If it would have gone farther over, it would have been fine. But we need to trim that off. Oh, where's my big scissors? I don't see my long ones. Well, we'll just have to use these. So I'm just going to trim this a little bit off. There we go. Okay, so now we've got that. So, you know, for sure this will need a, well, no, I wouldn't want a pocket right here because that would be on that side. Well, you could. I mean, it's just whatever you want to do with it now at this point, right? Okay. Something seems wonky there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what, you guys? I put that first one on wrong. It needed to go to the other spot. It's okay. It'll, you know, it's given me a great big spot up here in the front. So your score line that you made goes to the original one when you match them up. When you match them up, they go to the original one. Okay, let's move on and make some other little fun things for the other one. So I have a fun little, and then like I said, you can just decorate this however you want to. So let's take something and make a fun little ephemera packet, or like a little pocket. We're gonna make it to where it's got several little pockets, and I found another piece that I think will look okay in here, and this purpley color will look okay with some of these purples that are in here. But I thought, oh, I want to use something else. I was tired of using the papers that I had for that, so I decided let's make something else. So I think in this pocket that I'm going to make some ephemera. I think you know, to be able to hold some goodies, I want to tuck them in this way, or I don't know, what do you think? Should we make it where it tucks up and down, or should we make it where they tuck sideways? You're confused. I'm sorry, Cheryl. I'm sorry. Pink lace on a spot. Oh my goodness, Martha's for pink on anything. She loves pink. I don't think pink on that one with the brown and the yellow. I wouldn't choose that. I would not choose that. Hang on a second. Were you confused about putting it together? Is that where I confused you, Cheryl? I'm trying to find the rest of those so I can show you with something. Was that where I lost you? Let me show you what I was talking about, what I didn't do right on the first envelopes, you guys. Let me show you. Because I know what I did that messed that up. Before we do this, let me go back to this. So we've made our envelopes, and we did the extra score, right? So we added the 3/8 inch score on all of them. 1, 2, 3. And I'll show you what I did wrong on the first one. I thought about that while I was doing it, and I thought, no, I think I did it right. No, I didn't. So I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about, because it doesn't help if somebody shows you something, you've got to figure out what's going on, right? 1, 2, 3. You guys, this is the weirdest paper to do this to. I don't know what is so different about it, but it is. Okay, so now let me show you, because this is the same for all of them. It's not just the first one. This is what you do for each one of them. Okay. So here's the original score line. Here's the one we made, right? And so here's this one. Here's the original one. Here's the one we made. And so on the left side, your pocket open is on the left. Left is up. Right is down. When you put this together and you slide this in, the pocket, the one that you made, which is farther from the original one, right? Here's the one we made. That needs to match up to their original one. So you're going to pull it down. You're pulling it right down to the edge of where this is. Right like that. And that's what I didn't do. I matched both of the extra. I matched them like this, and I shouldn't have. It needs to be pulled back down. So each one that you add, and sometimes these are stinkers to get in there like that. The opening is different on each of them. So that's where I made my boo-boo, okay? Do you see what I'm saying? So like here's the original one, and here's the one I made. And those need to match up when you put them together. Okay, I hope that makes more sense. If not, I tried. Hi Sharon, how are you? Hey Sherry, how are you? Okay. So Donna says up and down. Anybody else have any suggestions on that? Up and down or sideways? Side tucks or up and down? I think up and down would be fine. And we're gonna make pieces that are, they're going to be layered, but they're going to be separated. We're not going to try and fold it. We're going to have separate pieces that we're going to glue together, okay? So, let me see here. I wonder, how wide is it going to be? Maybe I can just got to cut a piece wide enough to start with. Oops, where's my ruler? Got it. Well, it's going to be something around 5 by 7, right? Because that's what our cards are. I think I'm going to do it like 4.5 inches wide. Let's do 4.5. Will that get something pretty over here? A little bit. I think it would be fun to have part of this in it, though. And I know to make, we're going to do one that's 4 inches, one that's 3, one that's 2, and one that's 1. And I already figured that out, that's 10 inches, you guys. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut part of this so that I get a piece of that decorative piece. Because I want to have that little piece. I think that's pretty. Well, shoot, I was thinking this was going to be enough. I would have had to have cut it the other way. Okay. That's fine. So if I want it 4.5 inches wide, I got to cut a little bit off the other side. That way I know I can get this pretty little part. So if I want to see that decorative piece, I need that to be on the small section, right? So let's just go ahead and cut that to be our 1 inch section. So we'll just cut that at 1 inch. It's a teeny tiny little piece now. Okay, so 1 inch, and we need a 2-inch piece. Well, what have I done? There's no telling what I've done with this. A 3-inch piece. You guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Did I get a 2-inch piece? I'm confusing myself. Okay, so we need a 1 inch, a 2-inch. Was this my 3-inch one? No. I have totally messed this up. There's my 3-inch. And we need a 4-inch. Oh, I'm going to cut it off up here. And then just trim it down to 4.5. Oh, me oh my. Sometimes. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Okay, now I want to. We're not going to put them all this way. Let's make sure this one is this way because it's pretty. And maybe we'll do. Well, that's not that. I was thinking they had kind of a more mottled color. That's not. Well, let's do this, you guys. Let's cut the corners off and ink them, and then we'll put them together. How's that sound? Let's see. This is 1/2 inch. I'll go ahead and do the big side. I loved what Shauna was saying about this tool. Wings out. You have to have wings out for it to work. I thought, oh, I never thought about it that way. But that's so true. The wings have to be out. And I tell you what, if you get a piece of paper that's not square, it's not helpful for rounding corners either. You get some pretty wonky looking things like that. Hey Kathy, how are you? Not sure. I haven't seen. I should scroll back over here. Oops, I can't get this one. There we go. And then our little bitty guy. Let me scroll over here, you guys. I can only see YouTube comments on my other thing. I don't see anybody over there today. Okay. I was so glad it came on easy onto our Facebook page today. When I got it ready, it didn't want to do anything right away. Oh, you guys, I think this messed up. What in the world happened there? That's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to fret about it. Let's put a little bit of ink on them, then we'll layer them up. Just make a fun little pocket. And then we're going to make like another little mini thing to hold. It's kind of got a messed up spot. Just ink it. Just ink it anyway, right? So this will just be a cute little thing to pop in some little goodies. Like, I love the little things that are from Tim Holtz. I try to pick up some of those if I find on sale. The place that has the most of those is our Joann's. And then sometimes there's hardly anything. And one time I asked them if they were getting rid of it. I mean, that was how few items they had. And they just told me no, that they don't get a lot of it in. You know, it seems like it takes forever for them to get any in stock in the store. So I said, well, I was glad at least that they, you know, weren't going to discontinue it. Then I was over at Hobby Lobby about a week or so ago, and I had gone to look at some things, and I saw some people had they had some of the little orangey red stickers of a bunch of stuff that was clearance, and I thought, oh, I wonder what they've got going on. Well, when I went over there, yeah, there wasn't a lot going on. In fact, the only thing I could find was something like a one of the Tim Holtz things that was a like a stamp cleaner or something. That was all I found. So I asked, and so they told me no, it had been moved where they were keeping it. Okay, so there we go. And so when I found it, I'm like, there was hardly anything left. I'm like, wow. It's kind of sad. They seem to at Hobby Lobby. I keep seeing ads, and seems like they're going more towards home decorating and decor. I mean, they have a lot of that anyway, but it seems like it's even more so. And some of the crafting things, it's just less and less. Makes me kind of sad. Okay. And then we'll just glue the 3 sides there. So just layer them up. So 1 4-inch, 3-inch, a 2-inch, and a 1-inch. Let me see which way I like it better before I glue it down. Oh, I like it this way better. It's got more difference with that dark. It'll be pretty. It looks like I'm going to have to trim some little spots off down at the bottom. Seems like my little hole punch thing left a little. Yeah, this piece is kind of funny looking. A 1-inch thing to do the corners on all 4 makes it look kind of funny. There we go. But not funny enough not to use. Hi, Kay. How are you? Yeah, sweetie. Hi, Ann. How are you doing? There's our sweet friend from across the pond. Now this little piece, I'm not even going to try and cut it. It's kind of, and then I'm just going to ink it a little bit more. Okay, I'm good with that. And so now we can just pop this on here, and then we can add some other fun ephemera stuff. Well, you know what? Let's just put it on the 3 sides on there, and then we'll have a pocket at the back. We'll use the back for a pocket too. Might as well, right? Okay. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Oh my gosh, Deborah, I had not heard that. To compete with Home Goods. Oh my goodness. That doesn't make us happy, does it? That is sad. Okay, so now on this one, let's make another little thing. Oh, maybe we can use some of our pieces I miscut for this. So let's, oh, you know what? I thought I was going to have some of these that were more the purple color. Shoot. And then I thought we'd use this one this way, but that is not going to work. Well, I think I'm going to have to fold it this way. That's okay. Well, the inside will be pretty. And then maybe we'll use one of these on the outside. So this is too long, and I knew as soon as I glued this thing on, I knew how tight it was. I may have to release it and re-glue it if we can't get something in here. That's really tight to get in and out. So I am going to have to cut it down. Let's start with this much. Actually, it doesn't really matter. We'll just whack some off there. Let's see if that will fit. Oh yeah, there. Look at that. Okay, so now let's add some little goodies inside. Oh, Donnie, we're doing one of the diamond pictures. What was it? What was your picture of? Now, and I don't mind. Oh, well, hey, let's, since we got rounded corners over here, let's do rounded corners on this whole little booklet. I might have to come back and do, well, this is the small side. I don't care. Well, and let's go ahead and ink it too. But I do like this size. I really like this size to work with, this 5x7 little journal. Okay. Okay. And we could do the inside too, but maybe I'll just come back and do that because we want to be able to get some stuff on. All right, so let's go ahead and let's put a little tuck spot on the side. Doesn't need, we don't want it to be too small, right? Let's do this one. We'll still be able to get part of this little cute decoration there, but you need to cut it about right here. And then let's trim a little bit off. Whoops, that's the score part. And then we can just take it and round this part just with our scissors a tiny bit. And I tell you what, it only has to be a minute amount to just give it a softer edge right there. And then this corner needs done. Then we'll glue this on. Yes, two of my granddaughters. I had one granddaughter that started one when she was here visiting one time. And then the other one was here and it wasn't finished. And she goes, "Can I work on it?" She sat there and she practically had it. No, shoot. She practically had it done in no time. Here, I wanted to ink that a little bit, or it's not going to show up very well. Now I practically wiped my ink off holding it. Okay, a little more glue, not ink, glue. Just tuck that on. There we go. So we've got that in there. And let's put something over here. What have we got left here? We've got this piece. Let's cut it about down there. Or I tell you what, how wide is it? It's about 3 3¼ I'm going to cut it off at a little over 1/2. Oops, the other way. Or a little bit over 1 inch, I mean. I can't pick it up. The Messy Craft Corner. Funky Junk is up next. Yes, Christy with Funky Junk. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. We'll see what, and she's our other Christy. We have 2 Christies in our group, right? Sometimes I think we've had another one too. join us on occasion. These are always fun days. There's just no telling what we might see. So many ideas, you guys. It's just so fun to see all the things that people come up with. All the projects that they're working on. We'll just put a straight one there. Oops, it's upside down. Try and get it right side up, right? And put this here. Maybe I can just trim this one with my scissors and get it exactly how I need it. But is there truly exactly? Hey Lori, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining us here on our fun day. So I don't have it. Some of our people have some things they might have that they're using and offering. Some kits or printables. I'm not doing that today. I guess the only thing I have to offer today is I am starting a new page group. It's called Adventurers Rendezvous. So you can find a link to that in my link tree on my page. It's pinned into the featured items. That's all I got for you today. All right. Let me make sure I got the words up again. So do a little pocket here. It's always fun to have something to stick other things in, you know, the little ephemera pieces, I think. I think that's some of the stuff that makes the junk journals look fun, right? Little tuck spots, little places you can add other little goodies. Okay, there. So we've got that. We can stick some stuff in there. And then that can fit right here. Hi, Diane. Can fit right in here like this. And I don't know, now that it's just tucked in there, I don't know. I mean, it looks fine until we take it out. So I don't know. It probably needs something. It would be fun to put something right down the front. Maybe we could just put this down the front of it like that. Oh, hey, you know what? That would be fun. Let's put this right down the front, and it can be like a second belly band. How about that? A belly band under a belly band. I like that idea. I don't know that I've seen that. So let's ink it a tiny bit. I had a whole bunch of ephemera I was going to stick in here. Maybe I'll have just a moment to pull some out and stick them in there. So yeah, we're going to go over and see what Christy's got going on at Funky Junk. So yeah, sometimes, so we used to all use the same printable. So this is kind of our new time that we have started. It's kind of a new version. So each person is just using what they want to for their junk journaling instead of everybody using the same thing. Now come back. We're going to have our memory decks event on Thursday. So come back and check that out. That's upside down. You can barely tell though. No one would have probably even have noticed. So we could stick some stuff in there and then still stick it in here. How's that? Belly band under a belly band. Let me see what I have in here. Let's stick some fun stuff in. Let me cover my glue up though. Ephemera. Ephemera is just little things. It actually is stuff that people have saved that was really never meant to be saved. But now, you know what? Now we make it. It's stuff like tickets that, you know, like ticket stubs and for movie tickets, or little, you know, flyers that were from something like an event. Just stuff that was never meant to be kept. You know, maybe it's a little postcard, a receipt, or it could be anything. But now we even make ephemera, you guys. We make our own stuff to have, right? So we can stick all kinds of stuff in and have some fun with it. So we could stick little cards like this in and use them. And you could use these for journal spots on the back if you wanted to. And then the back section is taller, so these are just kind of keep stepping up back there. Because we glued them all. They're all glued down here. So each one of these, like, you know, is a bigger pocket space. And then we left the back open too, so we could use the back part for a pocket as well. So isn't that fun? And so over here, we have got, sure, no problem. That's a common question, Kathy. Many people. Hey, Christy, how are you? So all kinds of fun little goodies. So we could do the same thing in this one and just have fun little goodies that we could use. I love tickets. Whatever you want to stick in there, right? We need some people too. I don't have my people out here. Somehow I got a whole bunch of these. But just all kinds of fun stuff we could stick in there like that, you guys. What do you think? You like that? Oh, and let's find something we could stick under here. I don't know. It would be fun to find something colorful. Here's something colorful. What is it? Oh, it's like a frame. Well, here, this is, it's not, I wouldn't call it colorful, but it's something. We can stick that under there. Look, you can't tell it's really another belly band sticking out of there. Okay, you guys. I hope you like that. I like it. I do. I like it. Donna says she cut St. Jude's envelopes because the pictures are so cute. Oh, yeah. Martha. Martha and her pink. Oh, my goodness. You are too funny. All ephemera is pink for you, right? All of it. I love these things that look like little old letters. Those are fun. Stick that in there too. But I think that's fun. So now I have to come back and see if I can't figure out how to fix this thing I boo-booed on. But you know what? Maybe not. Because actually, even though I made a mistake on that, you know what happened, you guys? I have made it to where this whole front part could be really thick. I could put something thick here and here. You know, so maybe I just leave it. That sounds like an idea instead of trying to fix it, right? So I can put something thick. Maybe I can put a notepad or something there. That would be fun. I'll make a notepad and put it there. But anyway, so I showed you how to make the base, and then we continued working on one I already had done. I hope you've enjoyed it today. Thank you so much for being here with us at our Junk Journal event. We always have a lot of fun in here. Like I said, we have so many creatives and so many great ideas, and I hope that you will stay for the rest of it. And we've got replays. You can come back in the Junk Journal. Okay, the group is called Junk Journaling Jamboree. And so, you know, if you're not part of that group, that costs you nothing to be part of the group. And so, you know, it's an easy place to be able to, you know, see all the replays. And when you watch everybody in there, all you have to do between people is just refresh your browser, whatever your browser is. And, you know, and then the next person will pop up. It is video magic. Oh, Karen, thank you. Yes, video magic. That's our thing here on the internet, right? We love it. Oh, you guys. Yes, we hope that everybody is enjoying everybody today. Such a fun day. I got to see most of Lisa's and most of Shauna's too. Those are great. Yeah, everybody has their own style. I always laugh. I always say I don't have a style. I guess mine is more clean junk journal. This is about as junky as mine gets, I think. But I have fun with it. I have fun. So you guys, okay, it's almost time. I'm going to let you go. We should have Christy on now, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Come back for Memory Decks event on Thursday, too.